Are you done?
I'm ready. I'm waiting for you to start.
Welcome to Generation Savage! He looked at us like... he was like, what the fuck? Dude, I was loud as fuck then if they could hear me. Ooh, I probably interrupted that whole live show that's happening over there too.
Got me shook.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Beans, greens, beans, greens, beans, 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 greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Chicken, 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 chicken. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Chicken, chicken, chicken. You made it! You made it! You made it! You made it!
So, we're back. We're gonna act like we're recording on the day we're supposed to be recording. But, India,
Yanni.
how's your day going?
It was okay.
Wow.
I really don't know how my day was. I was only here for 2 periods. So.
What?
Well, I was only at school for 2 periods. So. Well, technically, no, yeah, I was here for 2 periods.
That's crazy. I was here for all 4, even though I woke up, like, really late. This is, like, the second time, like, days in a row I woke up late for school.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, just keep making noise. Keep making the background noise. Just keep going. Just, yeah, make all the sound effects you want to. Yeah? Ugh. But I was gonna talk about the person I met. Well, I already met the person, but like that I'm not. But yeah, so I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Move your phone out of the way, and there you go.
Okay.
So, India, what is our topic for this show?
Our topic for this show is throwback television shows.
Television shows.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just say TV shows?
I don't know. Television is like... it makes me sound more smart.
Yeah. No. Television shows. No, TV shows. It's TV shows. Just say TV.
TV shows.
Yep. So, let's start. Well, no. What was your favorite?
It's a hard question.
Is it really a hard question?
Yeah. It depends if we're talking like the earliest show I like that I remember would either be The Proud Family or SpongeBob. No, actually no. Scratch that. Not SpongeBob. Ren and Stimpy.
What?
You don't know what Ren and Stimpy is?
No.
It's this chihuahua and this cat. It's super funny. It's not a children's show now because, like, it's inappropriate. But, like, in the I wasn't born in the 90s.
Yeah,
but, like,
you were
the early
not.
2000s, like, it was technically appropriate.
What?
I'm not...
Were you secretly watching porn and you were trying to say that it was...
No!
Don't make me look up whatever the show you just said. Then...
Oh, on the first day of school, did you see me? I had a Ren and Stimpy shirt on. That shirt is gone now. Yeah. That shirt is gone. I'm so mad. I paid like $20 for that. I mean, that's not a lot for a shirt, but like, I'm so mad. It's gone.
Why? Do I want to know what happened to the shirt?
So, I left it at my old house, and my mom had movers come, and I did not pack it. Because I forgot to. I thought it would fit in my bag, and I went to school without it. So now it's gone forever, along with, like, 3 other shirts.
Why don't you just, like, go on Amazon and just find the shirt?
I don't know.
It's probably like $5.
I got it from Macy's.
So, what about you just go. Or what about you just make your own?
What do you mean? Make my own?
Like, go to something called, like, customink.com.
Oh, you're right.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I wish.
We barely
Bitches
have
need money.
We barely have listeners.
How Allison casually is like, oh, I listened to the show.
Hey, Allison.
What's
Shout
up,
out
Allison?
to you, the only person who
The
listens to
Wazzles
us. But yeah,
No, there's a couple other people, like, but, yeah. Actually, I might be getting a phone call, I think. But, fuck that person. Wait, not really. Not really. I love that person.
But yeah.
But I might be getting a phone call.
This is Ren and Stimpy. The Chihuahua and the cat.
Oh! Got it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like somebody. I thought it was something else.
No. My favorite thing from the show is the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song.
Well, you can put that like as our outro or whatever. I think it's been long enough where it's not copywritten anymore.
Isn't copyright like 37 years?
I thought it's like every like 7 years.
Well, let's find out. Well, we're not making profit.
One thing I'm trying to
technically, it's fair use.
Yeah, but also one thing I'm trying to figure out is, well, it's because the gain on these microphones is just not, like, working right now. So hopefully the sound quality is better because we're not recording out of the microphones on a laptop. That was real ghetto. But I'll say one of my favorite childhood TV shows was probably I think like from early on I like changed the channel one day and then it went on soap operas and that changed my life forever. So I was robbed for cartoons for a long time, but because I was just like, why the fuck am I gonna watch cartoons if like the soap opera's on and there's way more drama going on this show? But I swear maybe, oh man, I'm not even sure. I'll say Sweet Life and Zack and Cody was one of my favorite shows, like when I was able to like comprehend like what was on TV. But I think before like being able to understand, I think Tom and Jerry, that's still a TV show that I can watch hours on end and not be bored. I'll probably be scrolling through Instagram while I'm watching the show. But it's still a show I can watch for hours.
Okay, for like, I mean, sometimes Looney Tunes is annoying, but like, that's a show I could probably watch.
Wait, what show?
Looney Tunes?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I wasn't a big fan of Looney Tunes. I don't know. I really don't know. I just wasn't like a big fan of it. But it was weird because I feel like early 2000 babies, like especially 2000 babies. Me too. It was weird because we were still in a very 90s era, and like we haven't like transitioned into like early 2000s yet. And still, early 2000s was technically still 90s. Like
we didn't transition until
like 2010.
No, like 2007.
Because the first iPhone came out, so that marked the.
No, like I don't know the style. In 2007, like to me, the style was way what 2007 was like trash style. And it did not compare to...
What, you're moving around this whole table, and I'm trying to, like, eyeball you and tell you to stop, but you continue to keep pushing the table around.
But this part is just moving by itself. I didn't mean to.
I'm trying to control it. And you're like, I'm just gonna like just keep kicking it.
No.
Anyways, as I was saying, but like the 2007 style could not compare to like the 90s. It was like so different. It was like busted, and then 90s was like I'd wear that in like 2017.
Stuff.
It's actually 2018. Never mind.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is 2018. I'm actually excited it's 2018 because that means that I turn 18 this year.
Same.
But like, you don't turn like you just turned 17.
I'm hip.
So like,
I don't turn 18 until like the end of the
year. My birthday is like right in the middle of the year. So like, but yeah, like your birthday's in October and like that shit. Like that's basically fucking
the end of the year.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm trying to. Hannah Montana, like Disney Channel, early 2000s was the shit. Like Disney Channel had shows lined up.
Like That's So Raven.
It was like legit. Their primetime like lineup was like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life and Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
Like, you know what show I loved?
What?
The Amanda Show.
Yes!
That show was the shit. Yo, that show was hilarious.
Or All That. I liked All That.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Was more earlier.
Yeah. But
It was so lit, though.
they just kept putting it on like reruns most of the time. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like the early 2000s, they were just like, yeah, it's 2000, but like there's not much changing. Like, you know, like I remember I watched like mad reruns of the Jetsons.
Oh, I don't like that.
You don't like the Jetsons?
I don't know why. Like, it's just...
Yo, the Jetsons were my show. Like, I don't know. It was just... I don't know. It was different. It was like... It wasn't a show that was like too mature to be on like Adult Swim or something like that, but it wasn't like dumbed down enough to be on like a Nickelodeon. Like it was just like its own thing, which I feel like we need more animated anime animated cartoons, like better ones for like adults, like Steven Universe.
But isn't that on Cartoon Network?
It's on Cartoon Network, but I'm trying to think, is it an adult? Because I don't watch it on Cartoon Network. So I
don't think it's Adult Swim.
I think it's just, but it's one of those shows like the Jetsons where adults like that show, but also like kids can watch the show, but it's like not really for you. Archer's a really good show.
Archer?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch that either.
You don't watch Archer?
I don't really watch TV at all. Because I got a tight schedule.
India? Please.
Just kidding.
Right, yeah. Tight schedule. Right. But I'm trying to get my head all... You made me lose my fucking train of thought just from saying that.
I'll keep talking while you think.
Yeah.
So, like, I just choose not to watch TV at my grandmother's because, like, she has the really old Comcast box. And, like, when you go on demand, it's still, like, the blue screen. It's not, like...
Oh, that would
X1.
piss me the fuck off.
That's why I just choose not to watch it there. Like, I wait till Friday and then watch it at home because we have, like, the X1 box.
Yeah.
Just preference.
Yeah. I still don't know.
And I'd be too tired to watch TV during a weekday, even though I don't do much, so...
I know. I act like I don't have much to do, but I do. But I don't know. I kind of, since I have such a long commute coming to school, I watch TV like on the way to school, like on the bus. But then sometimes the bus is its own show in itself, so I have to sit there. Did I tell you about the crackhead that was on the bus? So
there's many crackheads that get on that specific bus.
But but there was a crackhead, in particular a lady.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna call her the crack. Because
the crack.
Because alright, so the crack comes on the bus. Now I thought she was kinda cool when she was on the she got on the bus. She seemed like an own person. But I didn't, for whatever reason, I was like, don't sit next to me.
And she
sits next to me.
Yo, I hate when that happens. There will be mad seats open and they look at you, they make slight eye contact, and then they're like, I'm sitting next to you.
Right.
I'd be pissed off. Like, it'll be an empty train car or empty bus.
Yeah.
Like, a few people scattered around, and they're, like, looking for seats. Like, there's not mad seats open. And sit next to you.
Yeah. And so she sits, but then she starts leaning forward.
Oh. That's the worst. Like, you know that they're high just the way, like, they start leaning and then they try to catch themselves. And then they start leaning again, and eventually they'll fall all the way. It's not funny because, like, they're sick, but
yeah, but
sometimes
she keeps leaning and then she pounces back up. And I'm like, okay, if you hit me, like, me and you are going to have some issues, high or not. And then she just leans again. And now she's, like, in this squatting position, like, at Beyonce at the 50th, like, Super Bowl halftime show, when she Millie rocks her ass to the floor.
Yeah.
And then I'm not paying attention to her, but then I look, and so she's squatting. But then my eyes travel to, because then I notice that she's actually not even sitting on the chair anymore. She's like she's right in front of the chair. But what's right there at the edge of the chair in her person? Her pimpled butt crack. India, I wanted to throw up so bad.
You said her pimple.
It was polka dotted butt with a line in the middle.
That's sick. Yo, like, I be feeling bad, but, like, sometimes I just can't help but laugh.
Yo, so she gets back up and she just goes the whole process over again. Like, about 3 times she goes through the same process. I was like, you might as well just
what does
stay.
She, like, look like? Like, I just want to imagine this all the
messy blonde hair, like curly, but like, if you can say a white girl's hair can be nappy, it was nappy. And just, she was wearing jeans, but barely wearing jeans anymore. Those shits were sliding off of her. She had like a jean jacket on with a pink sweater underneath, and she was holding her backpack that had soda, but the cap wasn't completely. So every time she fell forward, the soda would leak. Now, I didn't know the soda was leaking until after she got up and left and got off the bus. Because
wait, this was
it looked like piss on the floor. It looked like piss. This was Wednesday on the late start. And it looked like piss was on the floor because, like, it's like a black floor with Pepsi, and like when lights hit Pepsi, it's like it's kind of light,
yeah.
And it was just sliding, and I just picked up my bag because I was like, if my bag is wet with this piss, I'm gonna be so pissed. And this is after she's off the bus, and then all of a sudden, then I see the Pepsi bottle roll like down, the bottle roll, and it's leaking. So I was like, oh, good. But I was like, wait, my bag's not going to be sticky. Because it could be a combination.
Like, that's crazy.
But she's, right now, we're going back. She's still on the bus. She's repeated this whole sitting barely all the way up and then just going back to the squatting position. And she stays there for about a good, 2 minutes. And then the fatal fall.
No.
She's leaning forward. Not squatting yet. Her butt's still on the chair. Butt crack out loud and proud. Polka dot in all its glory. And then the bus brakes on the bridge. It goes, and she goes, wah! Her face smacked on the ground.
No!
Yeah, her face.
I thought, you were sitting on the back part. You know how it has, that little
No,
wall
it was
thing?
it was the number one bus, and I was not even on, the second level piece. I was just on the seats that,
the ones on the side or, the ones forward?
On the side.
Oh, dang! And she, busted her face open, in front of the whole bus.
The whole bus. The bus driver doesn't tend to her at all.
That's messed up. The bus drivers out here be forcing it. They do
The
not
bus drivers,
care.
especially for the number one, they do not care. You can be standing there knocking at the door, being like, "Can I get out?" Nah.
They won't even look at you. They'll just sit there like you're not there.
And they will wait until the light will turn green and then just drive like you were never there.
Right. Yo, that be triggering me. I remember one time I had to go to summer school.
Wait.
I passed the class, but they sent me to summer school because it was a low grade, but I didn't have to go, but my mom made me. So I'm going to the train station because I had to get on the bus from there, or I could have took the train, but the train costs more, so I took the bus, and I walked. So I'm taking the bus to Dudley, and what am I saying? I wasn't on the bus yet. I was walking to the bus stop to go to Dudley.
Yeah.
And the bus is right there. And, I walked from my house to the train station. The bus is right there.
Right.
And it's, at the light. And sometimes they be letting people on, but sometimes they don't. And my phone didn't say it was going to leave until, another 5 minutes. So I'm I really hope that's not my bus. But that specific bus only runs for, every half an hour. So, I was about to be late to summer school. And, there was only a certain amount of days you could miss before they kicked you out.
Yeah, no, I've been to summer school before.
I was
Long story.
To cry. They almost didn't let me on the bus. I was looking at them like I was about to cry. And then the guy opened the door. He was like, come on.
But yeah, bus drivers be mad shitty, especially the number one bus drivers. They don't care. They're like, we need to just get from Harvard Square to Dudley, and then from Dudley to Harvard Square. That's a long-ass ride with crackheads. They don't care about nothing. They're like, I just don't. So she was just on the ground, and then I guess she was embarrassed that she just smacked her face on the freaking floor, which the floor on the buses are, first of all, disgusting. And, mind you, there was soda all over the floor.
Oh, that just reminded me. Since you said it looked like piss, I was at the mall with my sister, and I'm like, yo, it smells. And I look at my sister, and my sister says to me in Spanish, she starts grabbing my arm, and she says to me, watch out, the lady just peed herself. And she's walking in front of us, so, the pee is, where we're walking. I'm like, this bitch really just peed herself. She peed herself right then and there. I thought, she had already peed herself, and it just smelled like she peed right there. And the bathroom is not even that far from...
Wait, your sister pissed on herself?
No, this lady walking in front of us.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a whole nother story.
No. Continue.
So she gets off, but, she's, stumbling off. I think eventually she tripped, but it was hard to tell once she got off the bus if she tripped or she tripped or she dropped her bag that she was holding. It was one of those two.
Oh my god.
So that was my story. That was a rant. I didn't mean to do that. Oh shit. Hold on. Let's pause this podcast and we'll be back. So, how the fuck did we get there?
Right.
But yeah, so The show... One show I hated that always played was... That played a lot. You know something? It wasn't even a TV show, and I know it's a movie, and I know we're not talking about movies, but for whatever reason, I have a vivid memory of, like, The Little Mermaid playing constantly on Disney Channel. Like, constantly. And it was a good movie to watch, like, 1 or 2 times, but for that shit to be on, like, back-to-back, like... I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand. Oh, reruns. Because I wasn't born in the 90s, so. But the reruns of Sister Sister. That shit. Did you hear about Sister Sister coming back?
Yeah.
Yo. But you know something? I don't want it to be like Fuller House. Or Raven's Home.
Fuller House is wild.
It's so whack. It's Raven's Home. I will say it was good. Like the first 3 episodes.
I don't even watch. I watched the first episode. I was like, nah, I don't like.
I was going along with it, but to me, I just feel like all these shows that they're trying to bring back should not be like going back to Disney Channel. Should not.
You're right.
Like, so what I want with Sister Sister. No doubt, what I want with Sister Sister is, I want it to be like a sitcom, or it can even be on HBO or something like that. Like, I want them to be able to cuss or whatever. It needs to be about them. They can have kids or whatever, but it needs to be about them too, and. Because my favorite in the show was Tamara. Tamara would be doing some dumbass shit. Like, she would always be the one that's getting people in trouble. Like, which, according to them too, like in real life, that wasn't it. That was more Tia that actually did that. Mm-hmm. And so, like, their characters were, like, reversed. So they felt like they were playing like their sister instead of like playing themselves, which they thought was fun. But yeah, I can see Tamara having a baby daddy, possibly Roger.
Wait, who's Roger?
Go home, Roger.
Oh, the little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
I can see Tamara having a kid with Roger, but they're not together. Like, she just has one kid, like Roger Jr. But then Tia is like the fucking bookworm nerd ass little fucking kid. I can see her like being fucking married and perfect and shit, and having like her own twins and shit. Like, but I need it to be like made for like people that watch the show, but for them now, not for the kids. That's what they're all messing up at. That's what they're all messing up with. All the shows that they're trying to bring back, which I hate shows really to come back, but I'm excited for that show to come back, is hold on. Roseanne?
Oh,
Roseanne, if that wasn't the blackest, whitest show on television, that was they wouldn't have to change one word. But let me tell you something. That was the blackest show, but just cast it with white ass people. It was the trashiest ass show that I've ever seen in my whole life. And only thing, it got really bad after they won the lottery. I didn't like that shit. But let me tell you, everything before that, amazing. So the whole cast is coming back, but at the last episode of Roseanne, the husband, Roseanne's husband dies. Whatever the fuck his name is, I forgot his name. Died, but apparently he is not dead. So I don't know how they're gonna make that one work, but yeah.
You know what show was like good? I used to watch it all the time. Well, reruns of it. Family Matters. That was lit.
Oh, yeah, but I was always confused. Yeah.
I thought my phone was on silent.
At least when my phone was ringing, it was on silent.
Excuse the noise. Anyways, Family Matters. It was a good show.
What got me tripped up with that show was the daughter that went upstairs but never came back downstairs.
Ooh.
They had the little ass daughter, the son, and then like the oldest daughter, right? Is that the right structure of the family?
I'm pretty sure, because...
And then there was like a 10 to 12-year-old girl. They had 4 kids.
Are you serious?
And one went upstairs and never came back downstairs.
I don't even remember that.
It was the weirdest shit, and like for my young brain to process that, like, wait, what happened
She probably ran away.
Like, so apparently it was like contract issues or what the fuck ever. But
she disappeared.
So they made her disappear. So they could have. I think they didn't want to recast.
Yeah, they could have recast it like they did with My Wife and Kids.
That was the dark-skinned daughter was the best daughter because she had the most attitude. When they brought light-skinned Claire.
This room is not soundproof. Like you can hear people walking.
I'm not sure. Hold on, let me.
But yeah, so.
When did you text me?
I texted you.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Anyways, so yeah, Family Matters. Yeah, the daughter. Like I just searched a picture and I only see 2 daughters, a mother. I'm pretty sure that's the aunt, her son, Steve Urkel, and the son, and then the father. But yeah, yo, Stefan Urkel, whatever, like the other side of Steve Urkel, that episode was lit.
Urkel, Stefan. Urkel, Stefan. Urkel, Stefan. Like,
look at the little kid. He's mad busted now.
What? Ooh.
He used to play the little boy.
What little boy?
On the show. Look, he's right there. He looks so different. He had the Jerry curl. Look.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that used to be my show. I used to watch reruns all the time. At first, I didn't really like it, and I don't know why, but then I started watching it, and I was like, heck yeah, I like that.
Judy Winslow disappears on Family Matters. Do you remember? It's the weirdest ass shit. Hold on. But it was really weird. But I remember Friends, and I love Friends. Like, even though it's the whitest ass show, it's just, it's something. What I love about some people are like, no, I don't like Friends. I liked what was that other show called? That was the same thing as Friends, but like
people outside the door talking.
Right.
Oh, was the kid sitting in there?
Probably.
What?
Yeah. She went upstairs, never came back down.
Did not notice that.
They didn't want you to notice. Basically, it was Friends, and it wasn't Girlfriends. It was Living Single.
Living Single. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've
right, because it got canceled really early because Friends. It was the Black Friends. But one thing with me, why I like that over Living Single was because I didn't care that like Queen Latifah was a part of it, I think, and like other people. It was that it was funny watching white people act a fool on television. It was more like, and that's like where I'm at with TV. Like I'd rather. Like, I like watching the Kardashians act a fool on television. But I don't want to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta acting a fool. Like, black people acting a fool on television. Like, let the trashy Kardashians do what they want to do. Yeah. Like, but it's like, I don't want to, like, see, like, or Love and Hip Hop. Like, I don't want to see that. But I want to see, I know you do. But it's like, that's how they think black people really be acting. Like, on day-to-day basis. And it's just like, no. Like, these are what the trumpets be looking at, and they be like, see, these are the fucking Negroes that...
You said trumpets?
Trumpets, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Trumpets.
But,
You racist.
Yeah. You know? But that's what the trumpets be looking at us like. And like, oh, you like Sky, you like Jocelyn, or you like Portia, you like all these, like, no, like, we're not. Like, so, I like Friends because I like watching white people act the fucking fool on television. Because it's funny. Mm-hmm. And they're funny. Yes, they're white and their jokes are fucking corny. But it's funny. Phoebe is stupid. Joey is stupid. Ross is freaking depressed. Rachel is a ditzo. Like, Monica... Well, Monica was the best one on the show for real because she yeah. But then some episodes she was like mad bipolar. She was like, "No, you can't be with him. This is gonna make it so much harder for you to break up with him if you keep seeing him and stuff like that." But oh my God, kiss him! Yo, I know you haven't seen Friends.
Yeah, I have not.
But you need to. Don't you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Watch like. Yo, when they announced that they were putting all 10 seasons of Friends...
There's 10 seasons?
10 seasons.
I will be busy for a few months watching episodes.
But you blow through 10 seasons like it's nobody's business. Like, it is so... Just so good.
Since we're talking about Netflix, not sponsored.
For real, but if you want to, you can.
Alright. I started watching this show called End of the Fucking World.
I thought you were gonna go and start talking about
what?
Monique, because I was like, I am not prepared to talk about. Did you hear about what happened with Monique?
No. What happened?
I don't want to go into it.
Okay. Anyways, so I started watching End of the Fucking World. Yo, I finished that in like a day because each episode is only like 20 minutes and there's 8 episodes.
I didn't finish it. I'm on like only episode. I think I'm on like episode 4.
To finish it. It's so good.
I'm only at the part where he stabs the dude that was trying to rape.
What's her name? The girl.
Yeah, the girl. The girl.
And then after I started watching that, there was a suggestion to watch Atypical, and it's about this autistic kid and like how he lives day to day. Yo, it was so good. There was so much drama. So right first, the kid's like he has autism. So like.
Yeah, I'm on episode 4. Well, no, I'm on episode. Like I finished episode 3. I need to watch episode 4.
So he has like autism, and he was like. They were like describing how this particular person with this particular type of autism, like, sees things and like how they act.
Right.
And not everybody, because like you can't generalize
right.
Everyone who's autistic. But so he like falls in love with his therapist, or what he thinks is love, and like it's so crazy. Then the mom doesn't like her because she wants to like control the son in a way, and then the father's starting to build a bond with him. Then he gets a girlfriend, and the girlfriend's like controlling him, and like he really likes Antarctica, so like he's always talking about Antarctica. Mm-hmm. And the girlfriend was like, "You only get 3 passes, and I take one away from me each day, and like he was getting annoyed by her, so he broke up with her. Then he started dating her again, and then they broke up again, I think.
With his therapist?
No, his girlfriend. But like this whole time he said that's his practice girlfriend, and he wants to like get with his therapist.
I can't.
And like at the end of the day, the therapist was like, "Oh, I don't like you." And she started going off on him because he didn't know, and he accidentally snuck into her house and dropped a strawberry with chocolate.
What?
And the therapist thought it was like her boyfriend, so she started going off on her boyfriend. The boyfriend left her. She found out she was pregnant.
What?
And then, like, at the end, he got a hand job at prom.
And what's the name of this show?
Atypical.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Well, not seen it, but like I think I've like seen it like on Netflix. Like they're like, watch this.
At first, I was like, I don't think I'll like that, and then I watched it. It was like, it was so good. And then, I almost forgot the mother's cheating on the husband with this bartender.
All right, too much going on. Is it all white people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, there was one black character.
But was the black character all fucked up?
No.
Okay.
He was like, he went to this like good school and stuff.
Okay.
You know, not like the stereotypes.
Word. But I don't know. But yeah, what's the show called? Fuck the world or something like that.
End of the fucking.
Oh, end of the fucking world.
Fuck the world.
Oh, that's all I fucking feel. Fuck the world. Fuck the world. But the end of the fucking world. I do need to finish that. So I think I'm gonna make a Netflix account just for myself. I think that's what I want to do because I'm kind of sick of. Occasionally there'll be like My Little Pony. And I'm just like, this is missing my flow's not, and then Netflix be like, oh, you like My Little Pony? Okay. And it'd be like mad kid movies just be popping like I'm like,
when I tell you this happens to me on YouTube, my nephew, like I used to leave my YouTube logged in so my nephew could like go through the videos.
Yeah.
This kid subscribed, liked, like all this, and it still comes up in my recommendations, and he hasn't been on my YouTube account in like months.
Yeah, the YouTube system is so fucked up. Like I think honestly, Google wants to get rid of YouTube. Honestly, I think that they're so like Google is so tired because like advertisers like popped out. Like they're making it super hard for people to make money on YouTube now. Like you have to have 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 channel views, like
in total.
In like yeah, like all like your videos,
videos,
it has to be before you can make a dime on Netflix. On YouTube.
That's a force.
I mean, it makes sense. It is possible. It just makes it that much harder to It just makes it that much harder to become a paid YouTuber. It makes sense. Like to me, I feel like people shouldn't just get paid off of like posting one video that gets a whole bunch of views. Like you need to, if you want to get paid and do this as like your job, you should have there should be rules in place. But that rule's been in place for a while, but people are now just talking about that now, so but yeah, so I'm trying to
really strayed away from the topic.
What was the topic? Oh,
throwback shows.
Oh, yeah, throwback shows. Oh right, that's how we went to Friends, and then somehow Netflix, and then I went to Fuck the World, and then, okay. I'm trying to figure this out. What was it? All right, so what are shows that you want to come back?
That's a hard one. Oof.
Is that That's you, right?
Yeah.
How did that vibrate so hard through your body to connect to the table for me to feel it?
I don't know. So a show that I'd want to come back, doesn't matter like what genre?
No, it's like throwback shows though. So like,
well, this is like not that old, but like a show like I'd laugh at. I think it is coming back actually, but I'm not sure. Jersey Shore, like.
That's India's phone. If you're not knowing like what all that stuff is, because
I can't put it on sleep mode, because then if my aunt calls me or like texts me and like I don't pick up, then I'm dead. So like I have to leave it on vibrate. But yeah, I'd like to see the Jersey Shore come back, because like they be acting a fool and it's funny.
But they're not. Are they gonna act the same though?
I don't think so, because
you're
they
not
have kids now.
It's gonna be. I mean, I think Snooki's still gonna freaking do cartwheels and fucking drink her fucking ass off. Like that's because that's just Snooki. But Snooki and JWoww have like reality shows, but they're on Go 90. So. And I watch it sometimes but it's like mostly about their kids and shit. And then JWoww has her own by herself with her and Roger, which actually I enjoy more because like sometimes Snooki's too much to handle.
So I used to like their show, Snooki and JWoww, the spinoff right after Jersey Shore.
Oh yeah.
When they moved in together.
Yeah.
But like she was pregnant, so like she couldn't do all the crazy stuff she used to
But
do.
it was funny because she was so desperate to do all those things. She was like, "But I'm pregnant!"
Like her father, I think it was her father, somebody she was close to came to their house that they rented, and she was like, I can't drink and have fun with them because I'm pregnant. I'm like, I mean, you can still have fun, you're just going to have to be like mad.
Right, they went to Karma, but they went to the restaurant side of Karma. Like, it was hilarious. But I think Jersey Shore, it had its era, and it's over, and people need to just be satisfied with that. Like, Floor Obama Shore.
Oh, I like that.
You like it?
Yeah. If you having me crack up. But it's over now. The season's over.
That fast? It was
only 8 episodes.
I was about to say, like, that had been like just an 8-episode series then.
But like, they need a reunion because that was too good. Like,
yeah, I'm mad that reality shows don't do reunions anymore. Right. That was like the thing that like Jersey Shore had a reunion. Like
Teen Mom. I mean,
I didn't
really
watch
that.
Teen Mom.
I don't know why. I didn't like it.
That was a depressing show.
What other show? Love and Hip Hop still does reunions.
Yeah, but it's like that's when I really tune into Love and Hip Hop for the reunions. That's the only time. There was once in a while that I would tune in, but it would be for 6 minutes. But it wasn't even 6 minutes, but it was like maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes at the end of the show. It was because they always shove like the best fight at the end of the show, but then they let you know what's going to happen next week, and that's all I need to know. I felt like I know exactly what the whole show is about because I don't care about. Because the whole premise of that show was supposed to do what Cardi B just did, which was you were supposed to go on there with some recognition
and take off.
It
did not work.
It did not work. We got flops like Jocelyn. We got wash-ups like what's her husband's name? Stevie J.
Nah, you know what's crazy?
And then we got other wash-ups like Remy Mama.
I was about to say that.
And then we got other wash-ups or untalented people like once upon a time not long ago I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it and I'll take the shit. I did the shit.
I was a yo money, I want more money.
Yo, catchy song, not gonna get you that number one slot on.
She has like 3 songs that sound the same like that, like this almost the same beat, but she's rapping about something else.
God damn.
See, my aunt texted me. Then, like, Dream Doll, she went from Bad Girls Club to
Bad Girls Club for 2 episodes in a reunion.
She got kicked off. And then, but, like, if she wants to take off, like, do you?
I don't know.
So, what was that about? So, right, who's another flop?
Another flop or another untalented person is Chanel West Coast.
She's on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
I've heard.
And then, what's his name?
Wash-ups like Ray J.
Cisco, he went from Love and Hip Hop New York to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. And now there's Love and Hip Hop Miami. I like that one better than all the rest.
Isn't Trina on that? Which I'm like...
Who's Trina?
You don't know who Trina is?
No.
Never.
I remind you, a lot of people on Love and Hip Hop aren't that bad. Why is Remy Ma, like, on Love and Hip Hop? She got out of jail, and you have to start at Love and Hip Hop. And then she had
Same
that
thing
hit.
with Keisha Cole. It's just showing, like, you have money problems or you're bored and you don't know what to do with your life. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't get, like, do you need money that bad? Like, I didn't think Keisha Cole was having money problems. But then you going on Love and Hip Hop is showing that, like, you have some money issues. But, you know, I'm not the one to be saying, you know, who got money problems, because I got money problems.
Same.
So.
But hey, it's our opinion.
So.
That's my opinion. That video. You know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody's just looking at her like, you didn't have to yell like that.
Yeah. What was one movie that I know, not a movie, a TV show, because we just keep going off topic.
Well, no, we still talk about TV shows.
Yeah, but that wasn't throwback. That was just trash television. That can be another episode. Trash television.
Oh my god.
What was...
Oh yeah, I could definitely list a lot of trash TV shows.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that can go on for days. But what was TV shows like? I mean, Sweet Life on Deck was a horrible show. It was a horrible spinoff, and apparently they got why Disney did that was to gyp the twins with money, because if they rebranded the show as a new show, they were able to pay them because like you get like a raise every season you do. Mm-hmm. So since they started a new show, they were able to pay them down as one season. If they kept continuing as like Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, they would have got paid way more. But they did it to reverse the payments to pay them as season 1 actors like everybody else. So
they both ended up going to school, and like one of them's on Riverdale now. Which
I'm debating if I want to tune into that show.
I'd like to watch it. I'm waiting for season 2 to go on.
So does that come on Freeform?
Yeah.
Because Freeform was originally ABC Family.
Yeah. Why did they like?
Because I'm going to tell you why they switched it to Freeform. It was because, which has a lot of good shows on it, surprisingly. They rebranded it for teenagers, for like kids our age, for like shows like Grownish, which is an amazing show. You need to watch Grownish.
I need to get on it. I'll start watching it tomorrow night. That's when I watch my reruns from the week. Yeah.
But it's like Team Nick because Disney owns Freeform. I'm going to.
So another show that's on Freeform. Yeah. I like.
Don't say The Fosters.
No. Oh. I don't even watch that.
But has Max from Wizards of Waverly Place.
And right after dinner, you have to take a shower and then get in your pajamas.
Can I take a shower in my pajamas?
Then you would be wet, your pajamas would be wet, and your entire bed would be wet.
But if everything's wet, is anything really wet? Like when you're totally underwater. You're not really wet.
Yes, you are.
Yo, because that's my favorite line from the whole series. That show, Selena Gomez did an interview. I believe it was Selena Gomez that did the interview, or someone from the show did the interview, talking about how that show was really risky, like because they were badass kids. Really think about it. Wizards of Waverly Place. Mm-hmm. There were some badass kids on that show.
Yo, if that was me.
And they got no consequences after that. They'll be like, "You're grounded. Go to your room." They would be like,
"Take the
explode on you too, sis," and they'd be like, psh, and they would be somewhere else. Like,
I literally put it. You seen me put it on vibrate, and still.
Yo, but that show, I love that show because like Alex, she was mean. She felt like my. Yo, when Alex said for Halloween, she was like, "I'm gonna dress up as super sleepy annoyed girl." That Halloween that showed up next was super sleepy annoyed boy, and that's what I dressed up for as Halloween. Wore pajamas, and I taped a paper to my chest saying "super sleepy annoyed boy." No joke, because that show was a bit, like I don't like wizard shows and shit like that, but let me tell you something. That show was hilarious. Like it was hilarious. That should have been on something called like Freeform, like that.
Oh, the show that I like from Freeform, it's I forgot what it's called. I really forgot what it. Oh, Famous in Love. Can you speak in the microphone? Famous in Love.
Yes. I binge watched that in like 3 days.
I'm hip.
Because
they shouldn't have put the whole season
They should have put the whole season on demand. They should have made that shit last for 10 weeks because I sped through that season like, wait, what happens? What happens? What happens?
Yo, I'm hip.
And then
are they gonna like come
I'm not sure if they should, but I'm not sure if because I read both of the books. There's books.
I'm about to have to go look for them at the library.
So the characters are like different. It's a dark drama. Like there's some like molestation shit and stuff so that they scrapped from the script to make it work. But yo, let me tell you, those books though are so good.
What was I gonna say?
And Bella Thorne, that was the best acting she's ever done.
Actually.
No lie. And she looked the best. Like, she really tried to use that proactive. I didn't see a pimple, nothing like that on her face during that show.
Yo, the end, when he did the art thing.
When he did the art thing, and it ended the way it started, but then that was how it ended the show. And I was like, you can't do that. You can't start the show the way you ended the show.
I was so mad.
You have to, like, you should have put that, like, in the middle so that we saw what happens after.
Right.
Like, because now she's famous and shit, but, like, what happens now?
But the crazy part was when, you know, Keith Powers' character, when, his mother came and he had to like give her money or something and she was like, "Yep, I need this for my nail salon." She did him grimy. That was crazy.
Mm.
It was so good though.
Yeah. Her friend though, I wanted to punch her in the face the whole season. Now I really never want to hit a girl. But I want to deck her in the face. Because she was such a she was mad bitter because she didn't get the freaking role.
I'm hip. She tried to
the whole season. She was bitter as fuck.
She did her grimy for what? For what?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, those hats.
I've been, you know how hard I've been not trying to talk about that? Because they can't see. So I don't want to continue to talk about something that they cannot see or understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's just how it works at CCTV.
This place is weird.
Yeah.
This place is...
I mean, but to be fair, our school is also weird.
Yeah, our school's weird, but it's just...
It's because Cambridge is too open to everything.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never see people... Well, you might see a few people in Boston like that. But, like, at school, you'll never see someone like that.
No, you see a variety of crackheads.
Yeah.
But, yeah, especially in the South End. That's crackhead central down there.
Okay.
Well, the South End is a really nice place, but there's a line of where the South End splits, and it's like...
Crackhead, and then normal people.
And then normal, but it's like, it's not normal people. When it is normal people, I don't want to say that because my next thing, they'll be like, what? Those people are not normal. It's like rich gay people.
Yeah.
It's rich gay people, and then like there's a line, and then it's crackhead central, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, Scout is... Yeah.
I mean,
I was suspecting, but then when she casually just said, my girlfriend would, and I was like, oh, okay. All right.
My old physics teacher did that before.
Really?
Well, no. It's crazy.
You didn't expose him.
It was a her.
Oh, you didn't expose her like that, right?
No.
Don't be exposing teachers and shit.
Well, actually, she was supposed to come to Ringe to teach physics, but she didn't. She was supposed to come the same year, I think. But anyways, so, me and my friends, I don't know why, but we decided to look her up on Facebook. We found her Facebook, and we seen she got married. And so,
Wait,
when
so
we're in
you
class...
searched your teacher.
Yes. So
I would never do that to myself, because that's going to go down a whole, like, I want to search...
Her Facebook was private, but that picture was available to see.
Oh. Like, I want to search that guy that all the girls be drooling over. Whatever his name is.
I know who you're talking about. You be saying what's up to him.
Yeah. Because, like, we're cool like that. But I'm so scared to, like, research him at all. Because I don't want to find out nothing about his personal life. Because then I'll be too nosy and I'm going to be asking questions. And he's going to be like, how you know about that? And I'm just going to be honest.
That's kind of what happened to me and my friends. So, we seen that she had a wife. And, we were going to ask... We were, like, talking casually. And she mentioned her marriage. And... Or no, she said she had to go to the hospital. I forget what she said. She said something. But she mentioned that she was married, but she didn't specifically say that she was married to a woman. And we slip, and my friend says, so how's your wife?
No. Oh, no.
Like, she just exposed that we knew about the teacher. Like... And she didn't tell us that, so, like, she's probably like, how did you know? She probably didn't think anything of it at the moment, but then, like, she's probably thinking, like, I didn't tell them that, like... Don't get exposed.
For real. Like the Gap.
No... She wasn't ready.
Now I'm gonna have to insert that clip.
No. No. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
Okay. So what SpongeBob is going to be, as soon as The Simpsons goes off the air, and then a couple more seasons after that, it's the second longest running, I believe. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Might be wrong, but The Simpsons is the longest running animated television series of all time, which I don't like that show.
I do.
Certain
episodes.
I just can't do it. One show I really love is F is for Family. It's on Netflix. It's an animation... but it's really good. Or Acquire Teenage Hunger. Have you ever seen?
That's on Netflix?
Cartoon Network.
Oh, no.
It's like the French fry, the cup,
Oh yeah. I've seen, like, a few things.
But the second longest running, don't quote me. I'm gonna say it one more time. Don't quote me.
Do not
quote me. The second longest running animated television series, I believe, is SpongeBob.
That show is whack now.
Are they still putting new episodes on?
They are. You just said it's the second longest. Quote him.
Don't quote me. Right.
Second longest running show.
Right. So I guess it's right.
Episodes.
Right. Okay. I just don't. It needs to make a transfer to, like, Nickelodeon. They need to bring it to Freeform so they can start cussing. So Grownish has, like, cussing, but, like, it bleep. Obviously the
bleep.
it bleep. bleep. But they bleep out the cuss words, except, of course, the one word that they're allowed to say on television is bitch.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, wait, so you can say no cuss word. You can't say the C word, the F word, the S word, the D. Well, no, you can say the D word on television.
What, Dick?
Yeah.
It's a name. Short for Richard.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that could spit us into a story. That could spit off into a story that I'm not going to tell you guys today. Today.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next year. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk in my own place before that happens. Then I'll tell that story. But, well, no, that can be in like 6 months, actually. Ooh.
Okay, anyway,
SpongeBob, which needs to make a transfer over to Teen Nick or some channel, which Teen Nick doesn't even allow. Like, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, but I'm about to break it, and it's already broken.
It's all bent.
It's bent. It's got the screen replaced against Apple's will 5 times.
Like, at this point, I just need a whole new phone. Just throw away the phone.
Really, you do.
Anyways, SpongeBob.
It
does need to be transferred over because, like, it's corny now. It's
corny now, and even the jokes that they have in there, I was laughing at it as a kid, but now the shit they be talking about on that show that would blow over little kids' heads, but it's just like, this show is dirty. Like, this show. Yo,
you remember that?
The panty raid episode? How did that make it on Nickelodeon? Stealing old ladies' underwear? The panty raid? How did that?
What about the episode when... I mean, this isn't that inappropriate. When they had the seahorse and the dude thought it was a ride, and he put the quarter in the seahorse's butt.
It went, bitch, bang!
And there was another episode that was like...
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
I think that was the panty raid episode.
Was it? Oh, yeah, it was. That episode... That was a risky-ass episode to put on.
Oh, what episode was it? Oh, the worm episode? The worm ate a piece of the guy's butt.
I mean...
Oh, I remember. When he was sitting down on the sofa, and he was watching, like, that sea urchin, and it was, like, moving, and then Gary came in, he was like, Gary! And he changed it to, like, football.
Yeah. I swear, there's...
Like, that didn't even register in my mind when I was, like, what, 7 or 8?
It's not supposed to, but SpongeBob...
My ride's here.
Okay.
So we gotta wrap it up.
But, alright, so we're gonna end, and we'll see you next week. And goodbye. This has been... I'm trying to do a nice outro, and you just fucking it up.
I didn't mean
This
it.
has been a Kickback Networks production. See you later. This has been Generation Savage.